Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles. O great millstone, many blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the house of David. The Bayav Dawadafa, whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. I just wanted to do this lesson. I'm actually on break right now at the job, but saying any opportunity to praise the Lord, we're gonna try to get it in, right? So let's get it. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 3:8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, right? So what time do you think that we're in right now? This year has been 2024 has been deemed the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And as you can see, all the evidence is pointing to the obvious that, yes, a Jacob's trouble is a thing, and it actually is going to happen, and it's going to happen in our lifetime. And to deny that is to be asleep at the wheel. OK, right before the iceberg. Anyway, it says a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. This is the time to speak. This is not the time to keep silence. That time is coming soon. All right. As Jacob's trouble commends. All right. Or commence. All right. Or commence. Salaki. I'm trying to say the word correctly. But as Jacob's trouble commences. All right. Well, there's going to be a time of silence because the prophets are not going to be out on the highways and hedges during Jacob's trouble, despite popular belief or in certain circles. Right. The belief that the elect is going to be out there while all this shit is going on. That's not true. Now, the Lord will have some that will become martyrs and whatever, certain individuals may have to go through. But in the overall case, the Lord said he's going to protect those of his. Right. Verse 8, it says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Is this looking around the earth? Is this a time of peace right now? Is this a time where everybody's going to come together, forget their issues? Edomites are going to dwell with Israelites. Moabites are going to dwell with Ammonites. Is that the time we're in right now? Clearly not. Right. Because the Lord right now states right here in Exodus that he is a man of war and that he is preparing himself, to bring an all-out assault on all the nations who have fought against Jerusalem, right? You all will be destroyed. Second, this is Esdras 15:3. It says, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. He is a man of war. He is not this pansy that has been bantied about around the earth. All right, where they are allowed to speak on his name. All right, on his works in such a pansy, pussyfied way. I don't know how to put it any other way. That's just the way this earth has been ran the last 500 to 600 years. All right, under a pansy leader who believes everybody should be, L to the B to the G to the T, right? To the O to the L to the A to the B to the C, all that shit, right? So you already get what kind of rulership or destructive rulership we're actually in right now. And that's why the men of the Lord are positioned at this time to speak the word to the elect, right? Let's read it again. It's Exodus 15:3. It says, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. He is a man of war. He ain't no pansy, right? And then, Jake done bought into that crap, right? All right, let's do that word war up.
Strong's 83898. Laham.
Laham. Right? He's a man of Laham. War, right? The Lord is not this guy where he just goes around the earth and just prissy and get hands out, Skittle packets and and rabbit ears and and bunny feet. He don't do that. Lord is a very stern power. Very, very stern. He's stern with his men. He drags his own men up. What are he going to do to the rest of these people? All right. Laham, right? It says to fight, do battle, make war, to fight, do battle, to engage in battle, wage war. All right. So, yeah. So the Lord said he's going to wage war. on this planet. All right. In this lifetime. And it's going to be it's going to be against a people that have absolutely has total disdain against his laws. So he got to jack him up, and he got to do it in front of everybody. And guess what he going to do? He going to use everybody to go do it too. This is Ezekiel 38:35-1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem shall thy power. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. That sounds like a promise the Lord said that he was going to have, all right, that he was going to hand out to a certain rulership or nation, all right? Sounds like he made a promise to a certain nation of people, right? Malachi 1:3, it says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right. And this is talking about the run up of, the fall of the Roman Empire. OK. And then that was during this time. That's when Jake took over. Right. And the Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire, became the Holy Roman Empire. OK. And from there, they took over pretty much everything after that. All right. As far as world politics. Right. For 1,000 years, roughly. It says, whereas Edom saith, all right, we are impoverished, right? And this is him getting ready to be put back in power for this the new leg of the Roman Empire, which is now the American Empire, which is, just the second leg of Rome. It says, we are impoverished, and we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. That time has not come yet. That time of him throwing it down has not come fully, but it's here, if you understand what I'm saying. Esau's time of rulership is almost up, and the Lord is already beginning the building blocks of destroying it. All right, it says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, right? The border of wickedness. When you go to a border, you're entering into a new territory. So when you enter around an Edomite, all right, or you go around a bunch of Edomites, you better know that you're in the border of wickedness, right? It says, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever, right? And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord Yahweh have magnified from the border of Israel. That's right. So the Lord say he got indignation forever against you. Well, if he got indignation against you, well, he gonna definitely act upon that aggression. All right. Ezekiel 38:35-4 says, and I will lay the cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. That's right. So he made a promise unto these people. He made a promise unto these people that he would destroy you. And not only would he destroy you, he would destroy you, okay, from within and without, right? Jeremiah. These precepts are just popping in my head at this moment, so I'm trying to take full advantage of it. Jeremiah. Damn, it slipped my head. All right, so yep. That's it. Jeremiah 51. Hey, because the Lord said that he's going to use his people to bring you down, but he's going to use the other nations as well, though, right? The other nations are going to take part, right? That's what the two articles are going into. It says the portion, this is Jeremiah 51:19. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance, and the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Right? It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Right? It says, with thee will I break in pieces the man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces the old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Now, I'm bringing all this out because the Lord has already laid out that he's going to use everybody within this story to do whatever, everybody's got a function in his story, so to speak, right? So Esau, of course, he's the border of wickedness, so he's going out through the entire earth and absolutely just causing mayhem, right? It says it in the scriptures. Let's get it real quick, because I don't like to quote things and not bring it out, but let's just do it anyway, real quick, real quick. This is Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, right? That was another horse that was red. Let's look up that word red. All right. Pyros. And that's exactly what he is. Fire, right? This is what happened.
Strong's G 4442. Port. Strong's G 4450. Porras.
Goddamn
Thayer's Lexicon, related entry. Porras.
Damn pyro. He's a damn pyro. All right, yeah, this guy is always, hey, look. But this was how his end is going. That's beautiful that that's what the word red means. Pyros, right? Damn pyromaniac, man. And he gonna get laid. He gonna get laid to waste. All right, with them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right. It says having color of fire, right? Red. And you notice them Edomites, man, they love that fucking red color, bro. They love that color. You look at the women, that's who I deal with for the most part, right? I deal with a lot of other women as well, despite what some jakes may say, whatever. So I would say I notice a lot with those Edomite women. They love red lipsticks and red nails and red this and red that. They love that color, right? They're very bloody people, okay? You speak to them, what are they always talking about? When you ask them what kind of steak they eat, they're saying red. Well, they don't say red, but they're, because I made fun of this Edomite woman, and she was like, I asked her what kind of, if last meal, what kind of meal would you eat? She said a steak, medium rare. I'm like, oh, bloody steak, that's good. She was offended. But this is the truth, though. It's the truth. They're very, very bloody, destructive people, and that's what they were created to do. All right. Revelation 6:4 says, and there went out another horse that was red. Okay, pyro. It says power was given unto him and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, and that sword has manifested in many ways, and it's gotten him to the point where he is right now. Okay, he's using his media. That's a part of his sword. He's using his subjective coercion. That's a part of his sword. He's using women. That's a part of his sword. Okay, that's a huge part of his sword too. That's how you control the masses of men, with some, promise of vagina, right? Puts them up in harlot temples called strip clubs, Puts them on Instagram, gives them millions of dollars to travel around the world to show their body, to condemn men, all right, into trying to get with them. And meanwhile, they got a man the whole time. That's the system that we're in. That's why Esau must be destroyed, right? It got to be destroyed. Now, I brought all these precepts out, and I ain't really trying to do all that, but, sometimes it happens, right? And the Lord said that he will break in pieces this kingdom, okay, with the men, all right, all right, who are going to fight on the behalf of Yahweh Shema Shah, which Yahweh Shah is going to be right there with us. Jeremiah 51:24. And I will render unto Babylon and to the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. That's right. So he said he's going to destroy him. Verse 25, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, talking about Esau. Right, going back to Ezekiel 35, right? It says, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. He said he was going to break you a burnt mountain. He said he was going to lay you desolate. I wonder how he's going to do it. Well, worry. We don't have to wait. The Lord is getting ready to bring it to us. Hold on one second. Oh, Salaki, Shalom. I just wanted to get to the job real quick. We're going to try to speed this up. And again, I pray that this is edifying for those of you that can receive it. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And this is how the Lord is getting ready to bring that destruction unto Esau, right? He made a promise that he was going to lay your mountains desolate, burnt. He said he was going to burn you. Right? Well, this is the main way he's going to do it. He's going to use other nations like Russia. Now, I usually would go to Ezekiel 38 and Isaiah 13 to illustrate this point, but time is kind of against me. So you just have to understand that I'm talking about Russia, right? And China, but really Russia, right? And this is just one article. I got a couple, this and another article. We're not going to go all the way through it. If you want it, I can post it in post-production. This is from RT News. It says Moscow reacts to Pentagon's warning of direct Russia-NATO clash, right? So absolutely. You already know what time it is. This is going to be the thing that's going to be used, okay, to bring everybody down to Yahweh Shaphat, right? Which is the valley of Yahweh's judgment, all right? Verse 10, Joel 3:10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong, right? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh, right? So they're going to be in the midst of fighting each other, but then the chariots are going to show up. It's going to be a complete mess, but it's going to be a beautiful mess because that's how we get salvation out of Babylon the Great, right? As you can see right here in the article, claimed by U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin that NATO and Russia could end up in a direct confrontation if Kiev loses its conflict with Moscow is mad Russian. During a U.S. House Armed Services Committee hearing on Thursday, Austin suggested that Russian President Vladimir Putin won't stop if his forces prevail against Ukraine. See, Dan, that's another thing. They're using that and they're going to say, well, you know what? He ain't going to stop. Because they wouldn't stop. So they're going to continue to ramp it up. And then eventually it's going to all come ahead. It's going to come to a head. OK, it's going to come to a head and it's going to lead with Babylon being absolutely wiped off the map for the last time. All right. This is Revelation 9:12. It says, one woe is past and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Right. So with all the calamitous speaking, all right, or the very war mindset that they're pushing right now in the earth, guess what? Well, that's the spirit that's in the earth because Yahweh placed it there. This is the narrative he wants. That's why I brought out Ecclesiastes 3:8. Is it a time of war or is it a time of peace? Clearly, when you see articles like this, it is a time of war. OK. It's definitely a time of war, Salakia. And here's another article. Like I said, I'm kind of pressed for time, so I'm not really gonna go all the way in it like I usually do. But you know what? Like I said, you understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. If you can receive this, then this is great news. All right. Even the scoffers. All right. It says in the article, RT News, it says World War III possible. Former French PM. Defeating Russia is essential and everything possible must be done to achieve that goal, Manuel Valls has said. The possibility of the Ukraine conflict escalating into World War III cannot be ruled out. I mean, I could just drop the mic on that right there. Walk the hell off. No need to say anything else. That's absolutely the mindset in the earth right now. But it's going to lead to Esau being laid as a burnt mountain, as it says in Jeremiah. Like, we're going to get that real quick, and then we're going to go about. Right? The Lord said he's going to lay you flat. All right, this is Jeremiah 51:25. It says, behold, I am against the old destroying mountain, talking about Esau. It says, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, meaning he's going to take your ass out of power, which he's doing right now. Look at your economy. Look at your standing in the world. Look at your name, your reputation. It's all in tatters. It's all in tatters. To deny that is to be dismissive of your own reality, right? It says, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. You don't want to fuck with the Lord when he angry. Oh man, he's all business. All business. Okay. And there's some, starting with Esau, that wants to see how the Lord get down. And the Lord gonna show you. Zechariah 14:12, because he's gonna raise up Russia, China, Iran, the BRICS nations, which he's already done. He's raised them up, and they're coming and gunning for you. Now, in their mind, they're gunning for the top spot, but really they're just being used. Because the Lord is against Russia as well, and China, all them other heathens, right? You're just being used as pawns in this movie. Esau is the big queen that the Lord is gunning for, right? This is Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. That's his people. All right. Judah all the way down to Issachar. You fought against us at any point, time period. You put us into slavery. You got to fucking pay for that, right? All you Edomites, okay? There ain't no damn respective person for no damn Edomite, especially. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All that shit talking y'all was doing, all that mocking, making fucking movies and planning at the White House, the birth of a nation, okay? Watching a bunch of racist propaganda shit. Then once Jake finally get out of captivity, now you got the fucking the black codes. Okay, you got redlining, Jim Crow. Okay, then you give us a so-called black president, which he ain't even our people. All right, with a questionable woman who could be a man, who knows? But all these things have added up, and guess what? You are condemned. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, you are condemned, and you are that burnt mountain. And you will be dealt with it. You will be dealt with in such a manner, all right, where the Lord's going to send them nukes for you, all right? And he's going to do it through countries like Russia, led by Russia, and other countries, and even your own allies. They're going to gun for you as well, because guess what? You have been a nuisance in the earth, and it's time for you to be taken out of power, all right? That's just the long and the short of it, right? This is Jeremiah 50:9. It says, for lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. It wasn't even me. This is the Lord, right? Jeremiah 50:9, it says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. The north country talking about Russia. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. What are those arrows? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what they're beating their plowshares into pruning hooks to hook this bitch. Anyway, it says, from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Listen to me when I say this. Every missile that will be shot towards Babylon the Great will hit its mark. X marks the spot, right? Verse 10, it says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. All the spoil her, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. Lord said they're going to be satisfied, man. They're going to get their fixing. And some going to come back for seconds, led by Russia. All right, it says, verse 11, it says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, talking about you fucking Edomites over here in America, you fucking Babylonians. It says, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded. Talking about England, the UK. And they're already confounded. They're sore confounded by you. They look at you and they call you effing Yankees. That's not a term of endearment. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness and a dry land and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited. Talking about Babylon over here, which we call today America, will be inhabited. But eventually, once those nukes fly, it won't be inhabited. But it shall be wholly desolate. Woo! It says, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. You wanted to fight. You flew too close to the sun. And now this is what you get, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, I pray that this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wahara Kakadash. Hey, shalom to the elect. We're almost out of here. I'm about to get the hell off this job so I can relax and rest and take a shower. But also, keep your head up, brothers. Keep your head up. You know, don't forget your first love. All right? Your first love is Sophia, this wisdom. Let it breathe. Let it take hold on you. Don't run away from it. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it. Embrace that wisdom, because that's what's going to sustain you in these times during Jacob's trouble. Shalom to the elect.